Welcome to my online class. How are you everyone? I think you all are safe and sound by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. This is Hasina Islam, lecturer, Department of English, Tongi Government College, Gazipur. This lecture is for the students of Honours 4th year. And I am going to start a new novel, A Passage to India by E.M. Forster. And you know, this novel is very important for you, and today we are going to enjoy the summary and some important part of this novel. First of all, about the writer. Edward Morgan Foster was born in London in 1879 and died in 1970. His first novel was published when he was 26 and reveals a mature style. His most important work is The Mansion, and other highlights include A Room with a View and A Passage to India. A Passage to India is his last novel based on Foster's experiences in India. In this novel, he examines the conflict between Indian and British cultures. Actually, here in this novel, he shows the cultural conflict between the Indian and British people. The main characters of this novel are Dr. Aziz, a young Muslim Indian doctor, Mr. Fielding, headmaster of the small college for Indians, Miss Quested, a young British school mistress, Ronnie Heslop, the city magistrate, Mrs. Moore, Ronnie's mother, Mr. Tartan, the city tax collector, Major Calendar, Aj's superior at the hospital. So these are the main characters here and now we are going to know about this novel. So what is the main theme? The main theme of this novel, Passage to India, examines the racial misunderstandings and cultural hypocrisies that characterized the complex interactions between Indians and the English toward the end of the British occupation of India. That is, the cultural conflict is the main theme here, between Indian and British people. Several themes of this novel are religion and God, culture clash, that is cultural clash between the British and Indian, then East versus West, nationalism, imperialism or colonism, love, women, theme of power, theme of justice and judgment. That is, theme of justice and judgment, it is shown at the very end of this novel. Now I am going to give you a brief introduction of this novel. In this novel, A Passage to India, E.M. Forster uses a series of symbols to describe an unbridled political climate in colonial India. Actually, he tries to show the conflict in India between British people and Indian people. On is the colonial part, and he has shown all these things in some symbols. He used some symbols here to show the conflict. There are many interesting points of thought to be discovered within the novel, and chief among them are the Marlborough Caves, where the main turn of the plot occurs. That is, Marlborough Caves, this is an important place where the main part of this novel occurred. Here is the turning point, that is the gap between the Indian people and the British people started here. Okay, now here is the summary. Everyone, listen to this very carefully. This is helpful for you. So, two English women, the young Miss Adela Quested and the elderly Mrs. Moore, traveled to India. Adela expects to marry Mrs. Moore's son, Ronnie, a British magistrate from the Indian city of Chandrapur. So, Chandrapur, this is the important place here. Adela and Mrs. Moore each hope to see the real India during their visit rather than cultural institutions imported by the British. The two women are about to know India through an Indian doctor, Aziz. That is Mr. Aziz. He is the hero. He is the protagonist of this novel. And they took help from Aziz. They wanted to visit the real India, and so they accompanied him. So Mr. Aziz offers them the chance to visit the Marlborough Caves, being accompanied by a new friend of the Dr. Fielding. He is the new friend of Dr. Aziz, and by a Hindu professor. The last two happen to miss the train to the Caves but arrived there later. So these two persons arrived there later in the Marlborough Caves. Okay. So during the visit of the caves, Adela is almost raped in a cave, and after she escapes, despite the fact she hasn't seen who the guy was, she accuses Dr. Aziz of being the attacker. So she thinks that Mr. Aziz is the attacker. Mr. Aziz attacked her, and she accused. After an exhausting process, Adela realizes that it wasn't Aziz, and all the English people start to despise her. Aziz chooses to spend his life far away from English, near Hindu people, and after a fight with Fielding, he renounced the friendship with him. So here in this novel, the writer tries to show the gap between the Indian and the British people, and here the question arises whether it is possible to establish friendship between Indian and European people. Okay, now I am going to give you more descriptions about some important places. Marlborough Caves. Here the turning point of this novel took place. The Marlborough Caves are fictional caves in the novel A Passage to India, and the film of the same name, that is film is also A Passage to India. In this name there is a film. You can enjoy this film. The caves are based on the real life Marlborough Caves located in the Jahanabad district of Bihar, India. They serve as an important plot, location and motif in the novel. Key features of the caves are the glass smooth walls and a peculiar resonant echo, magnifying and sound made in the caves. So the glass smooth walls and the echo, that is echoing sound, those are the main features, main thing of this caves. Okay, another important symbol we find here, that is the mosque. It symbolizes the place that is first of all friendship, of peace, solace and comfort, where souls are purified. So Dr. Aziz short solace and an everlasting friendship is built between Aziz and Mrs. Moore. The temple, it is another symbol. The counterpart of mosque, the temple, is also a place of peace, friend and tranquility, and above all unity. The raised issues are resolved in the temple, although the ceremony was sacred for Hindus only. The ceremony was sacred for Hindus only, yet people from every class and religion come there and enjoy it. It shows the universal unity among human beings. So the temple is the symbol of universal unity among human beings. Okay. The Breeze Party, you know, there is an important part of this novel, of the Breeze Party. The word breeze gives a symbolic significance to the party, as a breeze joins two strange places together. Likewise, the Breeze Party was held in order to get together the Indians and French. So the digit 3, it is also a symbolic, it also bears a symbolic meaning, an implicit symbol which silently tells us that the story is about a mixture of the communities. Number 1, 3 section of novel, that is the temple, the mosque and Marbara caves. These are the 3 section, you know, and these 3 children of Mr. Aziz, 3 children of Mrs. Moore, 3 communities, that is Europeans, Asians and Eurasians. The novel deals with the interaction among Muslims, Hindus and French. The Kawa doll, this is also important. According to a critic, the cave symbolizes the fragile condition of Indians under the foreign yoke. In addition, another critic says that as the Khajol cave situated at the top, it represents the pathetic condition of powerless Indian rulers. That is, it symbolizes the powerless rulers of India. So these are the main important features of this novel, and in my next lecture I will try to show you a video on this, and I think you all will enjoy it. Until then, thank you. Allah Hafiz. Have a nice day.